Welcome to Nerd News, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tyson Cox, joined by Tyler Waltz. This song is Beat Juice by Defense Mechanism. Let's party! Hey everybody, I'm Tyson Cox. How you guys doing today?
As in you guys, you talking about me?
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest. You guys is everybody.
That's true. I'm doing pretty good. My name is Tyler Waltz. Welcome to Nerd News. I'm guessing if you've listened to our other episodes, you noticed that we got a little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
Between last time and this time.
All that money we make.
Yeah. Right.
New shirts and new audio equipment.
Yeah. No, it's super exciting. Also, we missed last week because our episode was lost. So that was fun, which is why we have new stuff, because our old soundboard took a dump.
Yeah, lost is a funny way to phrase crap the bed.
Yeah.
We know exactly where it's at.
It's not like it got accidentally deleted.
No, it's
anything.
Just terrible.
We were in the middle of editing it, and then at about 15 minutes in, the audio just completely sounds like it's going through a garbage disposal.
Yeah, you audiophiles would have loved it.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Any hoozle boozle. What do you want to talk about, Tyler?
The first thing that we should talk about is the long-awaited announcement of the winner of our competition.
Oh, yes.
Or our contest.
Yes. Our Gen 1 official mascot is... Well, who are you hoping for, Tyler?
I was hoping for Bulbasaur. I've been a Bulbasaur fan ever since I picked him first as a kid.
I was hoping for Charmander, because same deal. Wanted the cool dragon body.
And good thing for both of us.
Yeah, I mean, we can stay friends and hate everyone on TikTok.
Because Squirtle won.
Squirtle won.
Yeah, and since we let people pick the name, so doubling down on our mistake, his name is Waterboy. Yeah, I like that movie, but I don't know if I'd name a Pokemon after him.
I would. It's pretty. It's he's made of water and he's a boy. He's a water boy.
Wait, hang on. It just dawned on me. I think that name might make more sense than we originally thought. Because like Waterboy, if you've seen the movie, he's on the offensive side, but he's a defensive player.
Yeah.
Squirtle
uses tackle.
Defensive Pokemon.
Squirtle uses the move tackle. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I was a very base level Pokemon player. I was like, fire hurts things. Good. Yeah. But nope, we got that. Although I will say Waterboy is better than some names that were put out there. Luckily, no racist stuff, so good job, Internet. We're learning and growing.
We're really proud of you.
I just love one person wanted to get one of their names picked so bad. They're like, jerk, scoot, scamp, pie.
Right, like one person commented like
7.
names.
It was wild. But our official Gen 1 starter is Waterboy.
Yeah. So congrats to all the Squirtle fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did good. You did more than the people that we wanted to win.
Lowest amount of views, highest amount of shares. I do not know how you figured that out.
Yeah, it's weird because I think it was Bulbasaur had the most views.
Yeah.
But least shares? Middle shares? I can't remember.
Charmander had the least. Which, good job, Charmandy.
Yeah.
Charmandarmy.
Well, he's had his time in the light for far too long.
Well, it's easy to be in the light when you carry it with you.
Well, yeah. That's actually pretty good. I was going to try and come up with something, but I think you nailed it on that one. That was pretty good. But it's like every game they do something with Charmander. Charmander and Pikachu, or I guess Charizard and Pikachu, are like the two Pokemon that it's like, okay, we get it. They've got like 40 different forms, and every new like mega evolution. Charizard got 2. He had his own unique Gigantamax. 2? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I have not played a game in so long that just found out about Gigantamax.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love that wrestler.
That was Sword and Shield. He got a unique one. And when they did the Mega Evolutions, he got Mega Charizard X and Y, depending on the game you bought.
Oh, right.
Which the only other Pokemon that had anything like that was Mewtwo, which is a legendary. So I guess that makes more sense than just people like Charizard.
Yeah. But anyways, let us know what you guys think out there in podcast land.
Yeah. Who did you want to win?
Yeah, who did you want to win? What was your starter and what did you name it?
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I always had a Bulbasaur, and I nicknamed him Brute Root.
That's pretty good.
Because the very brief amount of time that I was like really into it as a kid, I can't remember if it was one of the books that was the name of the Bulbasaur, but like immediately after I read it, I was like, oh, that's a great name, and I've always had a Brute Root in my party. All
right, good. I was a Charmander, as probably expected, and he had the pretty clever name of Charmander.
Yep. There's not very many people that nickname their Pokemon.
I did a lot of them, but just I always like the Charmander to be like, this is Charmander. Yeah. Then I realized that'd be like owning a dog, naming it Dog.
Yeah, right.
Like, I love this dog with all my heart. What's his name? Dog.
Yeah. Well, I watched the show before I played any games.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And one of my favorite things at the time, because it was very early, it was the first season, was the rival trainer. I think his name was Richie, who had a Pikachu as well.
Mm-hmm.
And because they didn't want to say two Pikachus, they gave him a nickname of Sparky.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense to actually name the Pokemon.
Two things woke me up, could get me out of bed early in my life, and one of them was the Pokemon TV show, and the other was the imminent threat of being fired. Those are the only two things that can get me out of bed before 11.
Still to this day.
Still, yeah, it is not good. It's Pokemon or nothing.
Yep. I never played Arceus. I heard it was pretty good.
I didn't either, but I think we've talked. This may have got lost, but like it's like being at our age is like we have stuff to do.
Yeah.
Like it's that old trope of like I finally have the money to buy games, but no time to play them.
Yeah. No, 100%. But yeah, and I think we've talked about Pokemon before when it comes to like the fatigue, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's hard to tell with how many episodes we've lost. Any hoozle boozle.
Yeah.
Why do I keep saying that? One thing that's been talking about fatigue. Let's talk about wallet fatigue from Diablo Immortal.
Oh my gosh. The microtransaction game is getting outrageous. Like
I don't know if you mean the like Diablo specific or in general, because calling Diablo Immortal the microtransaction game, pretty accurate.
Yeah, no, that's 100% what it is. Like it started out, and there might be some more history, or something else, but like it started out innocently enough, like cosmetics, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like. The one that people made fun of for a long time was Oblivion's horse armor.
Oh yeah, it's like I'm not gonna pay $3 for a horse armor.
Yeah,
that does nothing.
It does nothing. But at the same time, to me, that's what DLC kind of is.
It should be. Yeah,
you're getting extra stuff, and it's up to you to decide whether the stuff that doesn't really affect the game is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that it's I think it was Battlefield was when I really started to notice it. Battlefront, Star Wars. Battlefront. Because it was like,
either way.
If I pay $20 for this loot crate, there's a chance that I'm going to get a card that will increase my grenade damage by 10% or my blasters for 5%. And it's like, at this point, I don't need to play this game unless I've put money into it.
Yeah.
And I don't really play mobile games, but that's where it's the worst.
Oh, 100%.
But
like so even Fortnite, I know like we're old. Let's talk crap about Fortnite. Oh, but like I played a lot of it. I got into Apex later, but I spent a bunch of money on cosmetics because I just liked them.
Yeah, and
no competitive advantage, just liked them.
People shit on Fortnite a lot, and I get it. My problem isn't with microtransactions that are cosmetic, because that's what it is. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
My problem with Fortnite and the shooting games like that, and they're mostly shooters. Yeah. I'm not saying shooting games are bad. It's just these seem to be the ones that really hone in on that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is that they're really targeted towards kids.
Yes.
Like Fortnite is like, oh, go get your mom's credit card. Don't tell her. Like it's very predatory towards like
and the price pointing of it too. That's also been figured out to be like to a science where it's like to get a skin is 4,000 coins, but $20 gets you 3,500 coins and $50 gets you not enough to buy. You know what I mean? Like it's just the stacking is just ever so clever.
It's outrageous. And they get people with like, I remember there was a Star Wars mobile game. It's really the only mobile game I've played other than the Fire Emblem one that I'm just messing around with Macy on. We're having fun because we like Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
But the Star Wars game, it was constant because they started it out with like, hey, for the first 30 days, you get $10 off your first bundle of like whatever crystal it is for the special income.
Yeah.
And then you get your extra shit at the beginning, and then you get used to a certain amount of things coming in on the account.
Yep.
So that's all well and good, but they're hooking people like, oh, I'm not getting as many characters or whatever it is now. I guess I'll just have to fork up more money to keep the train going.
Yeah.
And it's a horrible cycle to fall into.
I don't think we we specified why Diablo Immortal was so bad.
Oh, right.
I think we've talked about it enough.
Yeah.
Listeners out there, how much money would you pay for a max level character in the Diablo Immortal game? Is it $100? $100,000?
Okay, now we're getting into my pocket.
Yeah, there it is. I was like, I'm not interested in anything that would not ruin a family of four, because it's $500,000 upwards of that to get 5 for 5 legendary gems.
So there's also it's so crazy to me. It's so crazy because I feel like if you're going to spend money, you should be guaranteed said product. Right?
Yes.
Like gambling is one thing. Purchasing an asset of some sort should be a guaranteed thing. You shouldn't be able to gamble with like a product.
Correct.
Right? So that's kind of where the line is drawn for me. If it's cosmetic stuff, I'll never care. You could make a cosmetic bundle on any video game $1 billion, and I'll be like, hey, does not matter.
If someone wants it that bad, good for them.
Yeah. The moment that it's like $2 for a slightly better gun, it's kind of horse shit, but at the same time, it's a fixed amount, and you know what you're getting.
Yes.
It's a chance to get the better thing.
0.05% chance.
So if you want to be consistently good at this game, you're never going to stop giving us money.
Well, I remember back in the day playing World of Warcraft, running, doing runs to try to get the Headless Horseman mount.
Yeah.
Hours, 0.05% chance, did that hundreds of times, never got it.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine putting $10 a time at that.
Right.
It's insane.
Yeah, because at least with the time, you're having fun.
Yeah.
Right, and it's an earned thing.
Yeah, and you feel good about it. Like, I don't, like, look, like, with Apex, like, I've spent some money on Apex, too. It's also, that actually is a bit of competitive advantage on depending what skins, just through, like.
Oh, really? Oh, I remember there was a big controversy.
Yeah.
Not with Apex, but I believe it was Call of Duty. Call of Duty had a skin, I think, called the Rookie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a guy in a morph suit and a baseball cap that was either all black or all white. So people would, well, if it was a mission at night, you would have the skin to be in the black morph suit.
Yeah.
And if it was in the snow areas, it would be the white. So they were like, oh, it's cosmetic only.
Wink.
We promised no competitive advantages, and everyone was pissed.
Yeah. Well, like Apex had some of that. Some of it was like bad coding, and like I remember there was, I think it was a Wraith skin where her head wasn't registering shots, which is kind of important.
Arguably, yeah.
Yeah. But it technically was supposed to be. They disabled the skin and fix it, but
okay. But no, it's a weird line to play, and obviously the companies are going to go for the most money they can.
Yeah, and that's that's why pre-ordering. I think I'm done pre-ordering. I think it happened.
Yeah,
it happened. Because I remember as a kid, you would go to GameStop or wherever you're going to buy it, and there was a chance you wouldn't get it.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen anymore. I don't need a pre-order anymore.
Right.
Like get bonus content. I'm like, I'll get it anyways.
The bonus content has such a finite life on it. Because we both love Borderlands 2.
Oh, huge fan.
Right.
Favorite game.
I pre-ordered it.
Same.
You got an exclusive golden gun at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
There was a level 5 gun. That's a cool pre-order.
Yeah.
You're past level 5 at about 30 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
So it's like, was that worth the pre-order? I mean, Borderlands 2 was an incredible game. That's just one example.
Well, technically the pre-order should be a good game.
Yes.
But with Borderlands stuff, it's just good to get your like going a little bit. It's the stuff that's like you get custom custom skins and stuff like that. Now it's kind of like now you're trying to bait me into pre-ordering it.
Right. It's like, oh, if I ever want this thing.
Yeah, I have to do it now.
Yeah. There was a game that I actually pre-ordered that came out last week. It was the new Fire Emblem game.
You traitor.
You
monster.
So I'm not 100% out on pre-orders. I'm just very skeptical with
Tiny Tina's Borderlands did it. I was like,
for you?
Yeah.
I didn't pre-order it.
I pre-ordered it. I bought the big bonus bundle or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the bonus content was bad.
Yeah.
And short and not worth, even with the savings, I think it was like $7. Not worth $7. It was not very good.
Yeah.
So.
And I guess there's still more, so you can kind of hold out hope, you know? But I did pre-order the new Fire Emblem game. It's the first game I've pre-ordered in a long time. I don't even remember the last game that I pre-ordered, but I'm having a ton of fun with it.
Good.
You didn't get anything special for pre-ordering it?
Good.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, if you want to be able to play it at midnight the day that it comes out, or you can pre-download it, so it's saving it.
That is worth some to me.
I was going to get that game regardless.
Yeah.
Because I love Fire Emblem. It's one of my favorite series of all time. I would risk it. They've not disappointed yet.
Which is good.
I think it's more along the lines of it depends on the company, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if a new Call of Duty is coming out, I'm probably not even going to buy it.
No.
Let alone pre-order it.
No.
But
what they've also been running themselves on the ground.
Yes.
Battlefield. DICE, I read somewhere DICE is no longer doing any other games. They're focusing strictly on Battlefield, which feels
probably for
bad.
the best. Honestly, with how much they completely destroyed their fan base with Battlefield 2042, it's probably for the best while they figure their shit out.
I mean, if it's for figuring it out, good. But right now they're not doing anything else. Like no Mirror's, like Mirror's Edge was one of their games. Like that was a great, interesting game. Like we're not doing that at all.
Was that still coming out?
I read the title.
Okay. Well,
I didn't read the article.
That's the problem.
I've never claimed to be the solution.
Yeah, but I pre-ordered Borderlands 3 and was kind of disappointed.
I liked 3 a lot.
I did too, but it was like I didn't really need to pre-order it. I completed the story. I never played any of the DLC.
Oh, the DLCs were a lot of fun. Those DLCs were really worth it, which led me to think that Tiny Tina's was going to be worth it as well, but it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just this funny game where it's like you're also gambling if the game's going to be done, which is a wild thing.
That also shouldn't be a thing anymore.
Like we're both. I mean, you're much older than I am, but but I remember if a game came out and it wasn't done, that was it.
Yeah,
like you're not playing that game.
Yeah.
Right, it's broken forever.
Yeah, you're like, and I can't take it back because I opened to the case.
Yeah, no, like, it's just this whole, like, we've got a deadline. Here's what we got to, and I hope you like it. It's wild to me. I couldn't imagine any other industry being able to give out partial products.
Well, on top of that, it's par for the course nowadays.
Well, I think it's because there's, you can pre-order a game and play it in its alpha or play it in its beta, and then you're just waiting for this game to come out for 4 years because you paid $20. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore the game Ark, but that was in pre-development for way too long. Way too long.
How long?
I don't even know. I know I stopped counting after like 2 or 3 years. It was in pre-development. Same thing with Subnautica, amazing game.
Yeah.
I only played it after it came out, but apparently it was in play or whatever that's called forever.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about like Cyberpunk and No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Like, so Cyberpunk, I gotta face this directly. Everybody, sorry about that. Like Cyberpunk, I had fun with it, but then looking at all like the things are like, these are all the things we're going to fix. Like, you should have
fixed it.
That's like normal stuff.
Like, the game was already delayed 40 times. Do you really think the outrage from the unfinished game would outweigh the delay?
Yeah, they like that. They knew they fucked it up so bad they took it off the store. They're like, we don't even want money right now.
Right. Luckily, when I played Cyberpunk, I played it on PC, so I wasn't. Most of the complaints, from what I understand, were from console games.
Yeah, older consoles. It's why I had to get a PS5, and it ran.
You had to get a PS5.
It wouldn't run on a PS4.
Right. It was you had to.
Absolutely horrible.
Right. But yeah, no, like it's crazy to me. Like, the partial products drives me insane as well. Yeah. What was the other one you said? Cyberpunk and
No Man's Sky.
I didn't get burnt on that one. I know my buddy Jacob did. He pre-ordered it. And,
yeah. I like what I've heard now. It sounds great.
Yeah.
But apparently before it was one of the overhyped worst releases in history.
I'm pretty sure it holds like the title for worst.
Hell, good for them.
It's crazy.
But, go big.
Apparently it's great now.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Let's see what else. I think that's it for like pre-orders and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I was mostly just excited for Fire Emblem.
Yeah, no, it should be good. Are you gonna? emblem them warriors.
Yep.
I don't know anything about the game.
So Fire Emblem is classically a strategy game. It's very much like a very complicated chessboard.
I'm out and sleepy.
Yeah. Well, it's like if I have a unit that has a spear, his movement is 5 and he can attack 1 in front of him. If I have an archer, he can move 6 and he can attack 2 in front of him. You know?
Okay.
Like that's what it is, and you're going up against another army.
Okay.
XCOM is another example of a strategy, turn-based strategy.
Yeah. Okay.
And they partnered with the Warriors franchise, Dynasty Warriors, which is very much a 1 versus 10,000 hack and slash.
I did enjoy that a lot.
Yes.
Because I did the thing I normally do, which was find the strongest, most overpowered character.
Yep, and then just wail on people.
Yeah.
So it's a crossover.
Lu Bu.
With them.
I think it was Lu Bu.
I don't know. I never really played Dynasty Warriors until Dynasty Warriors 4.
All right, listeners, let me know if I'm right if it was Lu Bu.
Yeah. But this is a crossover between Fire Emblem and Dynasty Warriors. So Fire Emblem Three Houses was a story where you were a character, and then you go to a school. You become a professor at that school.
Okay. All right.
And the 3 nations go to war.
Do you groom children?
No, but yes.
That's not the answer I was hoping for. I was hoping for a hard no.
It's really weird. So Macy and I were actually.
If it's no, but yes, it's a yes.
Yes. No, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying when it comes to the mechanics of the game, it's weird. All right. So you show up and you're a professor. You can earn like relationship points with all the students to become their friends. Okay.
Okay.
There's a 5-year time skip, and then you can romance them after the time skip. It's weird. It's very weird.
I like how the game's like, it's technically not wrong.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so you get like the basic friendship points at the beginning, and then after the time skip, you unlock more opportunities for friendship.
Okay.
Yeah, and then at the end, you can marry somebody. You're not.
Ooh, it's a love game.
Yeah, basically, like it's not crude in any way.
Yeah. All right.
Not even a little bit. It's still creepy though that you start building up the friendship points.
Yeah, how patient is your character?
Your students.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right. Exactly.
It's like, I got time. 4 more years till tenure.
Yeah. But, okay, back to what the game's actually about.
No, I got all I needed.
So you pick it's called 3 houses because there's 3 different groups that you can pick. Red, blue, yellow is the simplest way to, pair it up.
Okay.
And after you pick
Power Rangers.
Yeah. After you pick one, after a certain amount of time, all 3 of the nations, which each color represents a nation, actually go to war with each other. And then after the time skip, you are that house, like you're in the war with them against the other 2.
Okay.
So you're fighting all the people that you were becoming friends with in the first half of the game.
You guys couldn't sit down with a nice Pepsi Cola and work it out like the commercial with Kylie Jenner would suggest?
No. But so that's the base game. Three Hopes is the new one that uses all the same characters. But since it's a Dynasty Warriors crossover, they did an alternate timeline. Where instead of meeting the main character and becoming a professor, you meet another new custom character that you get to make. In a way, like the template is the same, but you can make them whatever unit you want, right? And you meet them, and you become a student of one of the houses. And the war breaks out sooner because the other character wasn't there to have that timeline.
Okay.
So it's a completely alternate timeline where the war goes differently because everything is expedited.
I'm getting tired of these multiverses.
Yeah, but it's tons of fun.
I've
had an incredible time with it. I would highly recommend anybody that likes a Dynasty Warriors or Fire Emblem game to play it because they meshed arguably the best crossover thing I've ever played.
Nice.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it.
Cool.
But
you know what I'd highly recommend? The Boys.
Yeah.
Big into that. This new season's been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm not caught up, unfortunately.
Well, I'm here to just spoil.
Go ahead. You know I don't really care about spoilers.
Jesus shows up.
Yeah. That's more of a thing that you get hung up on?
Well, I don't want to bother anyone with it. Like, I hate spoilers. Yeah. I do not like them. But I also feel bad.
Spoiler warning right now.
Yeah,
and
spoiler
I don't care if
warning.
you talk about it.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything because the season finale is next week. But I am excited to be doing something I haven't done in years, and that's just having my boys over to watch the series finale.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
season
to that.
finale.
Because that's this upcoming Friday, right?
Yep.
So I got 2 episodes to catch up on.
Yeah, you do.
Friday.
Otherwise, you're gonna come in and be like my
confused.
mom. Yeah, like who is he? Why? I thought they were friends.
Oh my gosh, does anything drive you more insane than that?
My wife will do that to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because she'll be like, "What's going on?"
Yep.
I'm like, I don't know. I've never seen this before. So do you think he's the bad guy? Yeah, probably. I don't know.
And you're trying to watch. And
Yeah.
then the questions keep coming in from the side. Oh, I just realized. Hey, Dyson. Just can we meet in the middle?
Time and space.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and then she'll also get mad at me because I'll watch movies and be like, oh, I think that's all right. This is what I think is gonna happen, and then she'll be like, why you do that all the time? I'm like, you ask me questions and then I give you thought answers.
Yeah, no, it's so true. No, I guess it's so funny. Like just the whole coming in, you're in the middle of something, and they're like, hey, can you catch me up? Like what?
Yeah, where have you been?
I'm not gonna explain 45 minutes of this movie to you.
We've both been here. What happened?
Yeah.
It was good though.
So funny. No, The Boys is great. We recently made a video about Firefly that got a lot of people fired up.
Yeah, it did.
And we need to bring it up because we had a discussion a little bit at work that we're saving mostly for here on if you had the option, would you reboot Firefly?
Yeah, let us know. Tell us. We want to know because it's a very interesting conversation because I think we're both fans of the show, right?
I love Firefly.
Huge fan of the show.
I read the comic books. I watched the show, Serenity, the movie. I loved it.
Yeah. Man, it was
head to toe.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I just don't know. Like, we made a little goofy joke that said season 2 was renewed or whatever, and people got mad.
Right. Yeah.
They were glad that I committed physical violence on Tyler.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That was pretty good.
But I was thinking, I was like, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't either. I don't think I would.
Like, I understand it would be a fun, like, I wouldn't mind if they, I was gonna say reboot the universe, but apparently there's already like other space westerns out there that are good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I might need to check that out.
I know. I know
that's why a lot of people love The Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian was a little space westerny. I've been watching The Expanse, which is kind of scratching that itch, but there's one that I cannot remember, which I will have to look it up. But if you guys know any good space westerns, let us know because it's great. But like, why would you not reboot it? So give me your thoughts.
I wouldn't reboot it because I'm pretty pessimistic. You dropped your phone. That was nice.
Yeah.
He's nice. This nice new system we got picked that up really well. That is aggressive.
That was the wrong one. Sorry about that, listeners. Yeah. Edit that out. Edit that out.
Get that in post. I'm pessimistic to the point where I don't think they would do it right. I don't think after this much time it would be physically possible for them to reel it in and get it right.
Yeah.
Especially with the movie.
Yeah.
Because they would be building to that movie. Unless it took place after. But, I mean, the movie's been out long enough, right? Yeah. You'd clearly be missing characters if it was after the movie, right?
What? And I think actual actors have passed on as well.
I think so as well.
Yeah. The guy who played Book, I'm pretty sure, is passed.
Yeah. But I don't think that they would be able to wrap up a good story in it that I would feel, I don't want to say comfortable. That's not the right word.
Yeah.
But I don't think they would be able to wrap it up. I don't have confidence in them to put together a good story.
I don't.
Because we know how reboots have been going lately.
Oh, terrible.
Awful.
I
don't want that to happen to a show I love.
Yeah. So I think nostalgia goggles are going to be a big thing that keeps it from being like. But I think if they did something sort of in the Mandalorian style where it was just following Malcolm Reynolds.
Yeah.
And just how, like, maybe he's gone on hard times and how these things have gone to this and that, and he runs into the characters might be better.
Yeah.
But there's no way they can get the whole shit back together and replace Wash and Book. And who else died?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Those are the two that came to my mind.
But it is fun that, like, I think all of us in our hearts know that it will never happen and it won't be good.
Right.
But, boy, some people still get real mad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any confidence in any remakes. Like, everything is a remake now. Apparently, the Chippendale was pretty good.
Yeah, no, Chippendale was pretty good.
But that wasn't really a reboot. That was more of a continuation.
Yeah, well, they said in the trailer, don't call it a reboot.
Right. So doing something new and original with the characters is different than a reboot.
Yeah, I guess. Well, Chippendales was also more of a commentary on like reboot culture as it is right now.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a hard one. If they make another one, you're gonna be like, all right.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed Sonic 2 though. Like so like
Sonic.
You can have on the nose stuff.
Yeah.
But it's hard to like let it go. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can let it go.
For sure.
Like we can stop making Batman movies.
At this point, I think there's enough Batman and Spider-Man movies to hold us over for quite some time.
Yeah, we already have the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3.
Home. Oh no.
Yeah.
No. But like, I'd love to see other characters get spotlighted. I'd love to see new properties get made. More interesting, more risky would be good. Because I remember back in the day, you'd see a movie and sometimes you'd be like, "Wow, that was nuts." Now, like you go see a movie, and go, "Yeah, they CGI fought at the end. Good job, The Rock."
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the new Black Adam trailer I thought looked awful. I think it looked terrible.
It's gonna be a real by the numbers.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to put it into a formula, and then the movie that gets shit out is the most predictable thing that you could imagine.
Yeah, and it's gonna have The Rock in it, so it's gonna make $100 billion.
Yep, which is crazy to me as well. Like, how many people are looking at a movie and see The Rock and they're like, quality?
There's a picture and it's The Rock and like an olive drab shirt and it's 4 different things and it's like these are 4 different movies and I thought it was it's like one of them he had a hat, like that was the only he plays the same character.
Yeah, just meathead.
Yeah,
I don't know.
His name's always like John Wolfe.
Yeah.
Michael fuck. I didn't want to go with the MST3 key to Flint Stank Chest.
But yeah, and there's a lot of those actors that just fall in their little niche.
Yeah.
Right? So like, as much as I want to shit on The Rock, like I loved Bruce Willis movies. Tell me a movie that he's not a fucking tank top badass, right? Like that's.
I was gonna say The Fifth Element, but he is clearly in a tank top.
Yeah.
Tanked. Yeah. Bruce Willis is tank top badass.
Yes, that's what he is. That's what he does.
Yeah.
But like, and don't get me wrong, I didn't watch every Bruce Willis movie. I'm mostly talking about Die Hard.
Yeah.
The Red movies.
Red was good.
Those were both pretty funny.
Yeah. Lucky Number 11, fantastic.
But yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Josh Hartnett doesn't get enough credit.
Okay.
Like him and I think Woody Harrelson's starting to finally get a resurgence of credit, but like they're both phenomenal actors.
Woody Harrelson is the only reason that The Hunger Games was remotely tolerable for me. I hated those movies.
I never watched it, so I have no idea.
I took my little sister to go see them when they were popular.
That's why I don't have a sister.
Yeah, right. That's why I killed them.
I had one. No longer.
But like, no, Woody Harrelson's great. I remember when what did I just say? Hunger Games. When those were super popular. And every time I'd be like, yeah, I didn't care for him. It would just be like, how dare you insult this masterpiece of a franchise?
I need people to realize because someone else doesn't like something.
Doesn't mean you can't.
Yeah. Like you love Spider-Man 3.
Love it.
I thought it was terrible.
Yep. I was also 8 years old. So.
Well, I was 45. So that's... But like no, I like Spider-Man franchises. It's fine. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean it's objectively bad or good.
Right.
You know.
But
except Twilight. Fuck Twilight.
Yeah. But who else? Who else are actors that are? I think Liam Neeson fell into that. Sadly.
Yeah, he fell into it, which is
once
wild.
Taken came out.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I think that was him from then on.
It also spawned a whole new batch of
rescue movies.
Yeah, well, rescue, but also like The Equalizer, like older men protagonists who are like
Equalizer. Was that
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I saw that one.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good, but like it spawned a bunch of those where they're like, I used to do things, and the guy's like, oh yeah, old timer, and he's like, skip scap, I broke your arm. You know, you're like, all right. There's a supercut of Liam Neeson jumping a fence from Taken, and so they count like it was like 14 cuts of a 2-second because he has to like and they cut it so it looks smooth.
That's wild.
It's editing, power of editing.
The amount of cuts in movies is getting out of hand too. Like, I love bringing up to people to be aware of it when watching a Marvel movie, and you'll never look at a Marvel fight the same again. Because it's like you never see a punch land.
No.
You always just see the motion right before, and that's it. Like 95% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, normally for like the last fight, that's when you actually see the contact and like the crazy shit.
So there was a fun video with Jackie Chan talking about how he would film their fight scenes in China, and how they'd film theirs is they'd actually do the shot, they'd have it land the punch, and then they'd cut to another angle where it's right before the punch hits, and then land the punch again. So just you see it twice, it feels more impactful. Where in America, like they come in and then they cut away to another angle, and you never actually see anything connect.
Yeah. It's probably cheaper to do it that way too.
I bet. I mean, I hate that everything has to come down to dollars.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even just it's like we need to make all of the dollars. How do we get all of every dollar ever? Like,
there's a fine balance with it because it becomes it becomes a problem after a certain threshold, right?
Yeah.
Because the two ways that you make money is through quality or cutbacks. Is essentially kind of how it breaks down.
Yeah.
Like if I'm running a company or whatever, it's like I can create a new product or a new thing and make money off that new thing, or I keep selling the current thing, but I cut down my costs to make the profit larger that way. Mm-hmm. Disney can literally put a pile of shit in the microwave and it make $1 billion.
Yeah.
So the only thing they can do is cut costs because the people that are going to see it are the people that are going to see it. I think Disney is in a camp where it's like we've got our fans and we've got people that don't want to watch us. People that like superhero movies, people that don't.
Yep.
And then they're just trying to wrangle up as many of the superhero people, so they're just cutting costs and making it flashy.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of indie stuff, as much as I also shit on indie stuff for being like, oh, it's so artistic and it has a meaning, that's where a lot of good movies come from.
Yeah.
Because they have to try. Like, that's just how it is, I think.
That's why we just do a podcast.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyways, bye.
Bye.
Give us
Yeah.
bye.
Oh, all right. Well, anything else you want to chat about?
Man, let's talk about your Dark Cloud, man.
Yeah. So I'm a huge fan of this game called Dark Cloud. When it comes to like closeness to my heart, Dark Cloud is probably the number one. My grandma picked it up thinking it was like a Zelda game at a garage store or
where they sell garages.
Store. Yeah, right. No, my bad. Like a garage sale. There we go. And I was like, yeah, I ended up playing it. I loved it. Everything about it was perfect. It was a dungeon crawler. It was an RPG, and the elements and the materials that you get from the RPG and the dungeon diving, you take out into the overworld and you build the world that you interact with. Mm-hmm. So like the world gets destroyed by a genie. You gather up the orbs, you find the people, you put them back in the towns, and you're recreating the world. Yeah. Masterpiece of a game. They're both on the PlayStation Plus
Premium now.
Yes.
I think they bumped it up. Whatever that
is ridiculous. But if you have that, they're absolutely worth playing. I adore them. The community that I'm a part of, who loves the game as well, have been working on and I haven't been working on this. I don't want to make it sound like I've been actively working on this.
I've been supportive by talking about it to strangers.
Exactly.
On buses.
Yeah, so as untalented as I am, there have been many talented people working on this mod. And it finally released. It released yesterday. And it's called the Dark Cloud Enhanced mod. There's a video on YouTube that you can look up to get the, I guess not emulator because you can't play games on emulators, but it shows you how to get it.
Yeah.
And it's added so much to the game. Please play it. It's amazing. Look up the YouTuber Hidden Castle if you want Dark Cloud information. He'll walk you through it. Incredible guy. Very excited for it. But yeah, that was the little shout out I wanted to do for the little whole community that I'm in on the internet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, let's wrap this up. Thank you everybody for listening. We're gonna we got a little I got some shows coming up here in July. I got. I'm gonna be in.
Come on.
Nope. I should have pulled this up earlier. No, I'm gonna be all over, but the end of the month is kind of important. Come out the 27th if you're in the Indianapolis area. I am in Indiana's Funniest Person. It's the first round. It's gonna be a fun time, but I need physical bodies to vote for me there. And then on the 29th, my album comes out, Dadwater. That'll be in a bunch of places, but we're having our album release party July 29th at Black Circle Brewery. So it's going to be a good time. Got a lot of fun stuff. And then first of the month, first Thursday of every month is the dog show at Metazo Brewery. So that's where I'm going to be. What do you got going on?
I've got a couple things that I might be on. I won't talk about those because I don't want to say them and then not happen. Because I am better than Tyson, I made it to round 2 at the helium competition already. And my second round will be August 1st. So come out to Helium August 1st and come see me in these funnies.
Yeah, check us out. #NerdNews. I'm at Tyson Cox Comedy.
And I'm at Tyler Walsh Comedy.
Thank you guys. See you next week.
See ya.